When it comes to prepping fussy hair for a frontal ponytail, there's one thing I've learned from experience. Preparation is everything. For this install, I started by sectioning my client's natural hair into 3 parts. I applied heat protectant, combed through carefully, and slicked everything back since she wanted a low ponytail. And one thing I will always say is this: frontal ponytail are not a quick 30-minute style. If you want a beautiful result, you have to be willing to sit through the process. A lot of people think once a wig is pre-plucked, it's ready to install, or once a frontal is pre-plucked, it's ready to install, but proper customization goes beyond that. The frontal needs to be styled properly before the appointment, and that is why communicating with your stylist ahead of time matters. Sending photos or videos of the wig or frontal can make the process much easier. My clients reached out about a week before, so yeah, she told me she has a fussy hair and preferred not to straighten it to avoid breakage, which I understood, but I also explained why proper straightening would help the final look. I reassured her, used heat protectant, and worked as gentle as possible. But her hair still kept that thick fullness texture, not quite that silky laid base you would usually want. I went in with my Timo hot comb, and honestly, it took much longer than I expected. So our initial plan was for her to drop the frontal for customization, then come the next day for installation. But when I looked at the timing, our appointment was scheduled for 8:45 and our ceremony was 11 a.m. I knew that was risky. I always want my clients relaxed and confident before their special occasions. So I called her and we talked it through. We agreed to do everything ahead of time, even though it took ages. And while it wasn't the easiest process, it taught me so much. With fussy hair, proper prep, customization, and pre-styling can save so much time and gives you that satisfying result. She also mentioned she's not a really frontal person, more of a minimalist, so convincing her on a certain step was a process too. But that mutual understanding made the final result possible. So if you're planning a frontal ponytail or a wig install, communicate clearly with your stylist and trust the process, because being on the same page will definitely make a huge difference. And here is our final look. Beautiful and worth every step. Although frontals will humble you, because tell me why I still had to tame the lace last minute. I hope this helps you to book your next appointment with a little more insights. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to book your appointment early. See you in my next video. Bye.